it's Chris from LaserLemming.com, and EA has announced a brand new subscription-based program called EA Access. And what it is, it's essentially PlayStation Plus for EA games. It's going to be starting in beta, and it's going to be coming exclusively to the Xbox One. For $5 a month, you get access to a big backlog of EA games. It's going to be starting in a beta, and it's the first 4 games are going to be Battlefield 4, FIFA 14, Madden 25, and Peggle 2, with more exciting games to come. This is coming exclusively to Xbox Live for $5 a month or $30 a year, which is essentially half the price. If you paid $5 a month for 12 months, that would be $60. So you're getting a little bit of a deal there, at least according to EA. Now, why is this coming exclusively to Xbox One? Well, Sony went out of their way to say why. They didn't like EA Access. And they didn't have to do this, they just did. They released a PR statement shitting all over EA Access. And they said that we evaluated it, we looked at it, and we thought, you know, this isn't a good value for PlayStation gamers. It's not good enough for what PlayStation gamers have come to expect. What they expect is a subscription model that comes at a low price, that has a wide variety of games, that can go on a wide variety of devices. They said, you know what they said? They said, since the PlayStation 4 launched, PlayStation Plus subscriptions have gone up 200%. I wonder why that is. I wonder why PlayStation Plus subscriptions suddenly jumped up 200%. Could it be that Sony requires PlayStation Plus now in order to access online multiplayer? Something they didn't do with the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 2, and now you have to do in order to access? Of course, PlayStation Plus subscriptions jumped. And this is the exact reason, PlayStation Plus is the exact reason that Sony's not interested in EA Access, because it's a direct competition. It's competing for your dollar. Sony doesn't want to invite something like EA Access onto their platform when they're pushing PlayStation Plus hard. It costs the same thing. Kind of. PlayStation Plus is $5 a month or $50 a year. So it does cost more on a yearly basis. But you do get games from companies that aren't EA. You get more games. You get discounts on other people's games. PlayStation Plus does have its benefits. The fact that it's required for internet online play, I think, is bullshit, but that's another thing. So, Sony fucked up here. Sony fucked up. They fucked up in a few ways. First way they fucked up. They released a PR statement that shit all over a major partner of theirs. They didn't have to do this. They didn't have to do this. This seemed like Sony got scared that another company was trying to take a piece of their meal, and they tried to downplay it. They said, you know, this isn't good, guys. This isn't good. You don't want this. You don't want this. We made the executive decision for you and said you don't want this. What you want is what we're offering. That's what they did. And in the process, I think they kind of tarnished their relationship with EA. I mean, EA is still going to be putting out their games for the Xbox One, but if you've noticed, a lot of exclusive content from EA has been coming only to the Xbox One. And I think this is only going to push them further in that direction. So I think they hurt a good partner here, a good relationship. Another way they fucked up, they didn't give you the choice. They didn't give you the choice. They decided that you don't have a brain. You don't have a brain that could decide that the PlayStation Plus is a better value. I personally think that PlayStation Plus is a better value than EA Access, because I don't want to pay EA for exclusive access to EA games. And if you think that having access to a bunch of sports games from EA that are going to have their online play pulled in a couple of years is a good value, then good for you. I don't. But Sony definitely doesn't think that you should have the option. And I think that this whole story is telling of another story. It's prophetic, because we're seeing a shift here. We're seeing a shift. We're starting to see games become more of a service rather than something you buy and own. It's kind of like Netflix. PlayStation Plus was just the introduction of this, because if you have PlayStation Plus and you're downloading all these free games and you're collecting them and hoarding them, and then your subscription lapses, you didn't pay, you couldn't pay, whatever, you didn't want to pay for a while, you no longer have access to those games until you pay again. So you're paying money, you're paying $50 a year, you're paying $100 for 2 years, etc., and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because despite paying hundreds of dollars to a company, you don't ever actually own the game. That's something. That's something to consider. And Sony knows this. And they're kind of looking at it as the future. And so is EA. EA is just finally ready to chomp at the bit here for it. And so Microsoft accepted it. Microsoft's down for this future too. The Xbox One was all about DRM, which this is. You can't play it unless you pay for it on a consistent basis. They want to be the Netflix. And let me be clear. As soon as this stuff takes off, and I kind of think it will, prices are going to raise. Just because EA is doing it for $5 a month right now, just because Sony's doing it for $5 a month right now, does not mean they won't raise the price. Because once retail's out of the equation, once they no longer have to worry about you ever even being able to own a game, they can charge you whatever the hell they want. Understand that. They can charge you whatever the hell they want once they no longer have to worry about you owning the game forever. So there's that. And I think this is a bad shifting of the tides. I think EA is just the next domino here. Sony was first. EA's next. Who's going to be after that? Microsoft, probably. You'll have other companies, probably Ubisoft getting into the game as well. Activision. Major publishers are going to see the money. And how many subscription plans do you think you're going to end up with? You're going to have a Netflix subscription, a PlayStation Plus subscription, an Xbox Live subscription, a Hulu Plus subscription, an EA Access subscription, a Ubisoft Uplay Forever subscription. Think about it. Think about it. This is the future that your kids are probably going to be looking at. Probably you too, in maybe 10 years or so. I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't really know what can be done. I don't really know what can be done, because this is getting pushed on us hard. And best believe you're going to see more of it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think that this is a good value? Do you think it's going to stay a good value? Do you think that this is an inevitable future? Do you like it? Let me know. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. Check out laserlemming.com. Very good stuff. Check out my comedy channel. Very funny stuff. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.